be fully supportive of what he's doing, and he will find that the heart will be at peace because my parents understand why I need to do this and support in what I do. His problem with his teacher is his rebellion, his anger, because he can't do what he loves. So you need to help him in the management of that. It also helps when you talk to the teacher and let them understand from your child's point of view and try to find a middle way where both can give and take. That will be creating a better environment for him. Then perhaps he wouldn't have so much hate towards going to school. Okay, so just a little bit more. That point with our daughter she'll draw the whole day, okay, and she says watching those Naruto shows give her the inspiration, and at first she was just copying from the book, and slowly it evolved into she developing the characters on her own original characters. So when you're into it, you sit and understand what they're doing, then you say, perhaps would you maybe at one point you want to create your own stories, and they say, yeah, that's what I want to do, and then just find out how you can help and support that. And then so she'll be like paper and paper, rims and rims, sketchbooks and sketchbooks, just doing her stories like real, okay, and that's what makes them happy. Then they may find something else, like what my daughter did, and then boom, drop and go fully into another thing. But it will not forever drop one, because she just say that I still want to do my art again one day. So you just go with the flow, because when they're young, they do tend to immerse themselves, drop and go to another one if they find another one. So that's important that they keep on trying new things before they can find something.
Just a point to add to that. We became extremely fully supportive of her efforts. She wants to draw this, she wants to create this image, she wants to become an animator. I tell you what we did. We signed her up for animation class. Okay? Then she found the animation class is quite boring because she has to listen to all that man. But she tries because she felt that was the interest. She wants to become an animator. We took her to animation studios. Right? You make friends, who has animation studio, can you come visit, go talk to animators, and let them know what it's like. If they become extremely excited, fine. Then we work backwards. Well, to reach here, what does it take? So she found out that the animator sits there for hours, she has to be trained, got discipline, like, okay, well, no, now I need to do that. So the mind starts to some reality sets in. Some reality sets in, but the interest is there, we don't kill it. So she knows, okay, this is the passion part, this is the reality part, whether can cari makan another day, so maybe sometimes it may be too young to think about that, but being exposed to it helps a great deal to put perspective into what she's doing. And to her, or to him, but in our case to her, we are showing support. We found an engagement point where we can fully engage. And it's not cheap, Sometimes, I remember she says she wanted to buy a book on drawing, So we went to the bookshop. Okay, we went to KLCC, Kinokuniya, top floor, there's an art shop, right? If you have been there. And she picks up the book on art and drawing, small book. Was it 200 ringgit? It was very expensive. So, but we did say, anything you like. She pulls out her book. And I look at the price, 200 ringgit. We did say anything you like, right? And she reminds us, anything we like, right? You sure you want this? You sure this is the right book? Yes. Okay, no money. Credit card alone. I think all these bits and pieces adds up, okay? But as Wading has mentioned, she has more or less gone past that phase to something else. So we really don't know what will happen in the future. Whether that is really going to be a true calling, we don't know. But if it is, then it's powerful. If not, then you move on to something else. Right?
So if you say you do research, you let them explore.
Explore.
Because there are two areas, which is the passion as well as the talent. But we cannot suppress the talent, we will not be able to bring out the talent of individuals. But during this stage, we don't know what's the kids, the passion wanted to be in the future and their talent. How I know you give them the whole space for them to develop comics, then let them go to comics first, and then maybe go to sport or other activities. But this is the right way of developing the children coming up. Like let them have an open space, explore to multi-talented.
Yeah, this is what we believe, and this is what we see how our children's talents start to grow. And this is our homeschool philosophy. Being in homeschool, we have the full space to do that. But being in school, you have to balance, right? How the balance, as Wiley has mentioned, maybe you talk to the school, the teacher might just give some space to do, and at home you need to balance. It's something that you probably need to explore and find out how is the best way to balance between your child and you. Okay, for that particular passion for now. Because sometimes passion can be very powerful. Passion can be an expression of something, can also be an escape, of something that he doesn't like. Okay, it doesn't matter because he's escaping, he's feeling good doing that. I think feeling good about oneself is always a good thing. You start to build your self-esteem. Then you kind of build from there.
Okay, I know it's lunchtime, but do you mind if we just extend a little bit? Because we just had a break, right? As you can see from now, we don't go according to clock. Now we come to, I would like to say something about comics and drawing, okay? In the past, if your child say you want to be an artist, the parents would really be very worried because artists don't make money. I remember watching those old Chinese shows. Those artists live a terrible life. No money and then they end up terrible. But I can tell you in today's world, it's very different. We just, in KL there was a homeschooling parent. They're artists and comic illustrators, and they organized a national convention called Comics Common. MacCom. Have you heard of it? Okay. It's a very big deal because in Malaysia it's very rare. But it is a reflection of the world acceptance of comics. And if you scan the bookshops nowadays, comic books, anything comics and drawings sell like hotcakes. It's a very good career. And amongst our homeschooling, we know of many students who aspire to build a career in comics. Okay, so don't stop them. Let them have this fantastic dream. I just found a book written by a Malaysian animator, very young guy. He wrote, darling, what's the title of the book? When I was a kid. I think in Penang you can find in bookshops. When I was a kid, what's his name? Bowie, B-O-E-Y. Please look for that book. It's just cartoons, not fantastically drawn. Apologies to the artist. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't mean that a lot of people say they don't know how to draw, right? But actually, you just simple drawing, very simple, like 人头, a few strokes of hair, eyes, nose. But he conveys the message, a story of his childhood, real experience, mainly with him and his mother. And it's so funny. And the whole book is just like that, very little words, pictures, and doesn't fill up the whole page. So at first I was saying, 哎呦, 30多块啊. Very expensive just for that little drawings. Then I see again, I say, hey, this is interesting. Because this guy has the guts to publish his book of drawings. In Malaysia, it's very rare. Self-published one. No publisher, he own publish. So I know to publish a book is very expensive. And I'm sure his parents supporting his venture. Thank you. Yes. You see, so simple, huh? Please get that book. Not simple.
It's not simple. I can't do that. I can't do it.
Okay, let's do a workshop on that.
Most of us can't do it.
Let's do a
It's
workshop.
not simple.
Okay, anyway, I mean it's a simple lines lah. It's not like very detailed drawing. Just simple lines. Lines and dots, lines and dots.
This is the typical to draw like that with the simple lines.
The simpler and more difficult.
Yeah. Okay. What I meant was it's not detailed drawing but simplicity lah. But the message comes across very well, very fast. You catch it. See the mother holding his hand, no? So for those, yeah, I really strongly encourage you to buy that because from there you can really 反想啊自己
Someone want to read that?
Yes.
Do you
Okay. Please support him also. And I love it that he draw, he write in pen, draw in pen. Okay? And then if he makes a mistake, what does he do? Yeah, you saw the book. You guess it lah, typical lah. Ah! Yeah. Just scribble. No need to get eraser or liquid ink or anything. So I like that type. In my classes with my kids, I said my class got no wrong one. My student first thing, teacher, I want eraser. I said no need eraser. Use pen. If you draw something wrong, just make it differently and change it. You know, you're the artist. Artist can do anything, all powerful. Oh, can get the whole online one. Oh, preview. Yeah. Easy. So what I'm saying is, there is a lot of career opportunities if your child wants to have a career in this. Because actually the trend in the previous century, the emphasis is on words. You have to read lots of thick books. You have to learn a lot of words, and reading, and writing is very important. But now the emphasis more is less word. Actually, less people are reading nowadays. It's a reflection of the times, and then more animation, more pictures. Okay, it's a reflection of the time. You can't really turn back the clock. So you go with the flow. That's how young children, they catch all these trends very young, but we are the ones slow in catching up. Okay, so it's a very good thing.
So really, come back to that. So I'm really like 200% support my son to be a comic illustrator. The problem here is like it's like parents is always worried about his like backup.
Okay, don't worry about backup. My daughter has lots of backups. After you talk to her, my backup plan. If my career in singing and songwriting doesn't turn out, I got backup. I could do. I can draw. Okay, if that doesn't turn out, I could bake. So don't worry, because definitely this day and time, if you want to do something, it may not be a lifetime. Last time when you're a teacher, you live a teacher, you die a teacher. Now you become a teacher, you may change midway something else. Midway something, become CEO of a company. Because the changes is very fast, people will adjust very fast. Okay? So today Illustrator, another day is something else. It's because it changed with the technology. Okay? So don't worry about the future will take care of itself. Take care of the present, the now. The now is to shower them with your love. The now is to show them, to tell them, whatever they choose, we will be okay with it as long as it doesn't break the rule or, you know, not bad thing lah, you know. Anything that they want, okay, mature. See how far they can go. It doesn't, it may come to something, it may not come to something, but you know why I'm so confident? Because I like to read a lot of biographies of famous, successful people. And they always start with something humble. They always may do something like, you know Goldie Hawn? Oh, this era. Goldie Hawn, I used to like the movies. She started as a dancer. And then she didn't start as an actress. A lot of the actors and actresses didn't start as actors. They did something else. And that something else suddenly pointed to something else. You see? So necessarily you go this way, you might get. So I tell my daughter, your singing may take you somewhere, but it may take you somewhere else. We don't know. That's life. You know, we can't plan everything perfect. So as long as we take care of our present character, build a character, the rest will take care of itself. Huh? Sorry, I'm very long-winded.
Apologies accepted. Okay. Okay. Let me do a wrap on this one. Okay. 2 points. Two key points. Number one, I think give the space, give the encouragement. When we're giving the space and encouragement to reiterate the point that Ronnie was talking about, it is not just about space and encouragement, because when a person starts to dwell in the passion, right, he learns to understand more about himself or herself. In many ways, he may not understand it, we may not see it, but he gets to express. And by allowing the person to go as deep as possible and let them expose, she has a perspective of things. Right? And if she changes, it's fine. It's fine. So, main point here is that called connection point, where you start to understand your child better, and your child understand you better. Right? Okay, that's main thing. Even if that doesn't really work out in comics or whatever it is, it's the learning that goes through it can help you. Because I'm quite confident that when we end this whole education process, if it can ever end, okay? When our kids go out on their own, the key skills they have is that they learn how to learn. They learn how to adapt. They learn how to find a way and respond in life. I think that's, we're taking when we're dead and gone, that's how they will live and be successful. They find their own success in life. You know, more. So that's one part. Second part is our own we as parents need to change our mind. It is very difficult, I know, it's very difficult. It took me, because when my daughter started to draw and all that, we started to explore. Even I started to explore, and I've been attending and reading up a lot of innovative education conference materials, right? And one of the big areas today is using comics and illustrations as a teaching tool. It is becoming very, very big. I was giving a talk 3 weeks back, I think, and in a place called EduCamp, and there was a speaker that was co-speaker with me. He's an artist, drawing artist. You know what he says? There's so much money to make, there are not enough comic artists in Malaysia. Tak cukup. Right? Not enough. So there are career opportunities if we explore. Even if it's not this way, there is always another way. Right? There's always another way. So if we engage ourselves to be open as parents and allow our kids to explore, we are developing this innovative mindset in our child. I'm not saying that he's going to be the next Steve Jobs, or he may be the next Steve Jobs, right? But we lay the groundwork for them. And that's what the future is. We take care of the present very strongly. The future will take care of itself. We strongly believe.
Sorry, one more example. I just remembered. One parent himself, actually we are a few of them. One particular one himself is a, what do you call it? Artist lah. Draw comics one. Now they moved from KL to Ipoh, I think, to homeschool because they feel that Ipoh is a better environment. So I asked her, hey, Ipoh can find job, man? She said, actually no, his office is in KL. But because today technology, you don't have to be in the physical office, so you can be in anywhere around the world. You do your drawing, you send it over by email or whatever. So, perfect life. Get gaji in city, stay in a small town. You know? So, it's already happening. It's already happening. We're not talking about something that's not happened. It's already happening.
So very good.
Most of the example of career homeschooling kids is more on the right brain, right? Can I say that? Can I conclude
Well,
that?
not necessarily so lah.
Because I can see if the kids that have potential to become a good doctor, a good engineer, you have to more on the right brain, on the left brain. So on the homeschooling type of education, how they can explore into that type of talents.
See specific knowledge.
Oh, there will be those the children who are more analytical facts. There is a homeschooler who loves history, and he, what do you call it? He's now in college at quite a young age and learning from the best historian lecturer in Malaysia. How they do it? From young he loves to read, he loves history, and the mother just support him by giving him the materials, and they learn from their travels, you know. So whatever that the child really into it, we provide the support and the resources.
There are homeschoolers who are engineers. There are homeschoolers who have become lawyers. When we were starting our journey, we met someone who was, this couple, her son was finishing Cambridge or something, reading law, right? So if there's a will and there's a passion for it, there is definitely a way to do it. In Penang, there's a homeschooling family here. I think at Standard 1 he was in school, and correct me if I'm wrong, Standard 1. He actually he's a special needs child, he has Asperger. He's extremely good in writing, you know, right? But because he was in Standard 1, he has this condition, he always get bullied in school and all that. The parents pulled him out of school and continued to homeschool until he was 16 or 17. Then he decided he wants to take a degree to do mass comm, right? This is not an illustration of left brain, right brain. It's an illustration of how people can change and go towards their goal. To do mass comm, and he went to the college in Penang, and the college says you need 5 credits, 3 credits minimum in SPM. This guy had only been to school for Standard 1 and nothing else, but he was so driven by what he wanted to do. He went to take SPM, 3 subjects, an easy subject, because the college said 3 subjects to qualify, so 3 subjects, right? Yeah, he took 3 subjects and he passed in 1 year. Within a year, he got his SPM. He went back to the college with his 3 certificates, right? With his 3 credits, and he's accepted. I think he's 3rd year of graduating this year. You see? So, Christine. No.
Well, Christine do have a special needs kids.
Yeah.
It's an autism, hyperactive kids. And the son now is doing mass comm also in
Yeah.
KDU. Which the kids never go to school. This go for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then her son was passing SPM, distinguished in English and Maths, but never go to secondary school.
Yeah.
Malay also, I think getting like 5 or 6. I think failed in Malay. But history also passed. And then another one is physics. If not mistaken, is physics. He also can do very well in physics.
Yeah.
Right now, it's no problem going to West Point.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I know he took a few subjects. And his stories on our Facebook, on our website. Could be, you know. I don't know the English name. The English name. But anyway, well, it looks like Penang is an interesting place. Right? People are really innovative. Right? Okay. So it is just one of the many examples that when the child reaches the point that he knows what he wants to do, he's able to achieve it. Right? So it can be arts, it can be science. You know, in the animation studio we visited, we found someone who's an animator. We realized he was homeschooled. He wanted to go full time into it. The college wouldn't accept him, so he went to a college, an online college called animationmentors.com. Then I realized animationmentors.com is one of the best online college for animators in the world. And they are coached by people who are from Pixar, Pictures, Lucasfilm, who really work there, right? If you have a degree, a certificate from college, from animationmentors.com, you have made it. The animation studio will hire you like that. Because we ask around, we realize that wow, that's a really good college. It's regarded as the best in the world. Only online. Because the people who are teaching you are real animators doing things like Pixar Pictures, what do you call that? What's that? The fish, Dory, Nemo, you know, Monsters Inc. and all that. The real guys are doing it. Right? But if that's the passion, that's it. So we met this homeschooler who was there. I'll stand up. And he told us his story. Then we realized there was this animationmentors.com, and then just go in there, and you can learn. It's like a college. There's one-on-one and all that exercise and all that. You must complete the program, and your cert is extremely valuable. You go to Singapore, can work in George Lucas Studios. Serious, yeah.
Okay, I'm like what I did mention, like, you know, supporting my child to be in the comic illustrator is not for. But today is my notes. Parents. Most of the parents are really like, they think the biggest is really it's a must for the children to climb up. It's just an assurance of that. So today, this year my son is a PMR, you know, and he did tell me that, Mom, I did do well in my Form 1, whereby I've been invest most of the time I study, and I realized that my comic is not improved. But in the second year, the Form 2 and Form 3, I decided not to do so. In this world itself, you couldn't be helped. Like everybody have 24 hours. So therefore, I choose I will be rather to be spending more time in comic. But again, you see, I'm fully support on my kids on this comic. But I also ask him to balance. To say, Mom, you are ridiculous. How am I going to balance myself? And I do tell him that the risk of it and the backup plan, and the dad also tell him that, you see, no, the dad is with me, so I'm not saying much, you see. But the thing is that he did also go for competition, and he won one time, he enrolled one time, and this round, the second round, he failed. I'm so happy he failed that, because life is just up and down, right? It's not all the time you will be out. You see, I'm the working mom, so it's the failure, it's the success part. You see, so therefore, I'm glad he's failed, but I just like smile.